Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. The devs, as a late Valentine's Day gift, has given us Lockjaw, the location, aka the Quantum Tunnel. When you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck, guys. This is a meta warping location. If you want to run a deck that is specifically teched for this location, this is your opportunity to be able to climb like crazy. The Lockjaw deck is just good in the meta anyway, so running it teched out is going to be amazing right now. We have 3 lists for you that are all going to be able to excel with this as the featured location. My favorite one is at the end, so stay tuned. We're going to be talking about the core cards for all of the archetypes and getting gameplay showcases in there as well. Timestamp down below if you want to be able to scrub around. But the first list that we have, oh so eloquently named, Quantum Tunnel Scum list. It is the Lockjaw on reveal deck that is relying on the Asgardian core, Thor and Jane Foster, creating Mjolnir, who's brilliant to be able to be played alongside Lockjaw or the Quantum Tunnel, and then the Wasp as well as the free piece that Jane Foster can hopefully redraw. Or if you just play Wasp early enough and then get it cycled around, there's a good chance that you draw her back and get so much value out of continually playing this free card to be able to then summon up bigger bodies from the deck with powerful abilities, etc., etc. And so because we're relying on so many of these free cards that are going to be our plays, and because Lockjaw doesn't have a lot of open space at his location, only 3 plays that were going to be allowed there. We actually have Sunspot and then the She-Hulk and Infinite in a pinch. I mean, Infinite we really want to be able to get pulled up from the deck, but we're going to find ourselves passing on plenty of energy. We're very expensive, we're very powerful, we're teched out here, so having Sunspot while we play our piddly cards to Lockjaw, but then still generate power elsewhere is brilliant. And then the She-Hulk, of course, in conjunction with this is incredibly powerful. She was really the missing piece from the earlier iterations of Lockjaw, and now that she's here is keeping Lockjaw in the meta. Our other adaptations are the Green Goblin. This is attacking the opposing Lockjaw. Now, we love it if ours pulls it from the deck because then he sails over and leaves an open space for us. It can potentially bite us if there's no space for him to sail over to, and then if he comes up is just a detriment to us, which is abysmal. But when the opponent plays their Lockjaw, if we can get our Goblin taking up a space, we're very happy. And then similarly, the Vision, if he comes up, is able to move to an exterior location to then allow space for yet another card to get summoned from the Lockjaw. Jubilee coming in, pulling a brilliant card because we're teched so expensive and so powerful, but then her body can also get recycled into yet another boon for us out of the Lockjaw and the America Chavez, letting us hit our combos a little bit more consistently. We really want her to be coming from the deck as well. High odds that she gets pulled by Lockjaw or Jubilee with the construction that we have. And then our other finishers are Magneto and the Infinite. Really, these are staples of the deck. The core is, of course, Lockjaw, Thor, Jane Foster, Sunspot. I'm going to go ahead and put the She-Hulk in there as well for what we are running. Wasp is a very popular. You can run Yellow Jacket if you have to. And the Infinite. The other finisher position here that we're running Magneto. Some people play Hulk, some people play Giganto. You can run whatever you want. Some people don't like the Vision. If you're running something else, I would go for something that's going to control Lockjaw, looking at Cosmo, looking at Debris there for your other options. Professor X is kind of weird, but might work. And then Leech is also a popular take in the classic version of Lockjaw, but expecting to place against other Lockjaws, I don't want to Leech their Infinite. That could be game losing. Absolutely. So he's left on the card table for this one. Let's jump into our showcase. The Asgardian core is here in force. In force, you say. Wow. I love it, but I'm not sure how I want to play it around the raft. We, of course, hold Wasp. We'll play her later. Do I want to go straight in? And the Quantum Tunnel, it's happening. It's happening. Pass yet again. Normally, you want to play Thor first, put Mjolnir in the deck, and then work your way from there. But we could also, Lockjaw Wasp, be able to get a jump start on the raft. What are we playing next? Who knows? If we could get Jubilee, that would be brilliant. I might actually cycle the Sunspot in this kind of position to get that free 6-drop. Man, that would be great. That would be great. It's all on the value of... I value Raft very highly. The question is, how likely do I think I'm going to be able to win it? I don't know. Versus playing off of what I really want with developing Thor earlier. Okay. They have a very similar play. Animation for Quantum Tunnel, not nearly as good as Lockjaw's, but I guess that's to be expected. Lockjaw's been a core card for a while now, and this is exactly what we wanted. I think we can snap to this. Jubilee pulling it up. We also have both Vision and Green Goblin still in the deck. So if you're running this kind of list, highly recommend you get a deck tracker. I'm using the untap.gg one. You really want to know what is in the deck. So you're going to have to be very conscious yourself of what you've got, or take a picture of your list, pen and paper, whatever it takes, because to have a good handle on the slot machine is crucial. It's crucial. The opponent's bricked out. It is a casino deck, guys. It's a casino deck. Got to be careful there. Oh, we are just firing on all cylinders. I'm going to drop Sunspot, the Quantum Tunnel, see what we can get to compete. Onslaught's going to be held to pop down to Monster Metropolis. Jubilee probably also going to Quantum Tunnel here. Yeah. It's so good. I love having the double setup because then you have so much freedom. There's the Vision. We can move him around. Dracula is a good adaptation as well. And they get the Mjolnir, but you are never catching Magneto Infinite. I'm sorry. And it's locked up, so they can't even leverage control against us. It's too perfect. Yeah, pop him with this. Hit him with that. Do I want to move Vision? No, I don't. I'll leave him right here. There. We got it. We hit on all cylinders, and they just hit a couple missteps. The Goblin coming in as killer control to lock them up, leaving open spaces. I like how everything came together. Avengers compound, all expensive cards. Oof, we're bricked. Gamma Lab. Okay. I suppose Thor hitting Gamma Lab is better because Thor and one Mjolnir still only hits. There's the Quantum Tunnel. Oh, man. What if I just let Sunspot become a Hulk and then I was able to preserve the Thor? That's good, right? Unfortunately, almost all of our key cards that I would like to get summoned by Quantum Tunnel are already in hand. Electro. Okay. They could have played that to Quantum Tunnel and also done well. Like a ramp, Lockjaw could be a thing. And then I get the She-Hulk. I'm trying everything. Everything that I don't want to. Okay, give me Thor. Be able to battle things out here. It's gonna be Thor, then it's gonna be Jane. Ooh, you did not read what my deck was. You do not want a Dr. Octopus against this list. All winners, baby. No, of course I don't get to play on the next turn, but who cares? When I just manufactured 50 points on the lane. 50 dang points on the lane. Unfortunately, with the order of reveal, well, we drew it anyway. Never punished, never punished. They have to play here to be able to counter me. Sure, they could have the Shang-Chi. Even if they have the Shang-Chi, are we worried? Final turn, Vision, Wasp, Mjolnir feels pretty good. Well, it's going to be Chavez, Wasp, Mjolnir. And then... oh, things get wonky with what we're going to be summoning because it's going to be Lockjaw, Jubilee, Goblin. Yeah, things are going to get weird. Okay. I don't mind. I mean, the -6 on the Thor is really unfortunate, but I can just do this and still be ahead. And then cycle them around. Cycle them around, see what happens. Do we snap? The opponent ramped, right? Running ramp and Doc Ock. What is their other option? Is the Galactus going to appear on Quantum Tunnel and things just pop off? What will Galactus cycle into? I mean, it could be a good deck with Quantum Tunnel. I don't have Galactus to be able to experiment with myself. I'm just piecing it over, mulling it over in my mind at this very moment. Yeah, my gut tells me it's good. I'd love to see it. Nope, it's not. Galactusing Quantum Tunnel towards the end of the game. Like, how crazy is that? And then the Mjolnir gets its ability back because when cards are leached but then go return to the deck, they return and they get their ability back. It's inexplicable because power and cost have always remained constant in when things get cycled between hand and deck, etc., but this is an exception case. Oh, we win, baby. Even with the Shang-Chi knocking off 42 points? Oh, man. So here's your Lockjaw unrevealed deck that's specifically teched for this environment of running mirror matches and being able to do well in those mirror matchups. Next up, it's a discard, baby. Lockjaw Apocalypse discard, now with 100% more Modok. Now, Lockjaw discard was already, it was really the only way that Apocalypse had a toehold onto the meta. And here with the advent of Modok, Modok is slotting in as a better version of Hellcow. And this deck can absolutely go to the moon with the Morbius. You had Morbius and you had Modok, and you are a happy man. Though the Lockjaw multiple cycling for all of these on reveal effect duplications can just get insane value out of Mr. APOC, out of the Swarms. Swarms becoming free can be happy targets to get cycled around with the Lockjaw. You're running the Chavez quite happily as well. And then you get the leverage the control out of Gambit and Moon Knight, hopefully here with Quantum Tunnel multiple times each. We're going to see if we can pull it off. All right, let's get in here and see what we can make happen. We do hold the Modok. Dream Dimension means I would only be able to play him on the final turn. I have a policy about Blade. You only play Blade on turn 1 if you have both Swarm and APOC in hand. There's a beautiful Quantum Tunnel. All right. Now, I want to be able to target Calling Wings hit onto the Swarm rather than getting hit, chopped up by the Blade. So I'll pass again. I also enjoy just playing Moon Knight. Luke Cage? Psylocke Luke Cage? What are you? I do not understand. Interesting. So I could go Moon Knight to be able to discard something they've got. I could play it. I might as well play it to cycle, right? We have good targets to come on up. Lockjaw would be funny. Would be funny. I think that stacking the effects should be redundant. I'll go ahead and play this. We can wait. Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative Quantum Tunnel. Now, I was pondering how you would put the Mr. Negative deck together. I was going to give him an honorable mention for the list, but I didn't necessarily want to cover him with some of the adaptations that his deck has been making. Yeah, I'll go Dracula here. Well, why am I going Dracula? So that he can eat Chavez? If I just play Morbius on... No. Dracula doesn't make sense when APOC's already down, and then Chavez is gonna come up, but I'll have the ability to play her most likely. I want to play Calling Wing. Then only Calling Wing? I guess so. That's a different take, but it's fine. There goes the Swarm. We can play the Swarm. Get the Gambit. There goes Lady Sif. Ooh, hope Luke Cage wasn't important to your strategy. We go Wong. Ironheart buffs, then she cycles into their Gambit, kills our APOC, and we are flat on our back. Knocked over. Alright, give me Morbius. Mr. Morbius. And give me Swarm. But only one Swarm. I think I'd like to hold the other one. For later. It's a surprise tool to be used later. The Mr. Negative deck that's been kind of skewed toward a negative Panther version. So you have Zabu, Black Panther, Zola. I wasn't feeling exactly how that was going to run with Quantum Tunnel. So just giving him the honorable mention. But I think if you've got a Mr. Negative list that you want to run, it can do very well here. They pull Calling Wing, which is exactly what I wanted. It was exactly why I held the other Swarm, so that's perfect. And of course the Morbius scaling up is a beautiful thing as well. If I... Chavez... Oh, obviously we're playing Chavez. Is it obvious though? What if I just played a Modok? And then like... one Swarm? Modok is gonna punch harder than Chavez because of the buffs onto the Morbius. And then I could leave the Swarm oh, okay. Victory. We hit. I love it. I think I would hold one Swarm. Now, I could play them both. And then get the Lockjaw and the Moon Knight. But then they wouldn't be able to discard anything off the Moon Knight. They would discard something. That would be meaningless. I think I would play one Swarm and hope to get Moon Knight. And then have a Swarm in hand to continue to get discarded. Spicy, spicy. Morbius, Apoc, Lockjaw. This is the kind of opening hand that I love to see. Blade, I wait. You're a combo piece, not a tempo piece. Vibranium Mines. I don't really want them. I'll put Morbius down here to the sewer system and hope that this is an open location. If I have to play Lockjaw to... we'll see. We'll see if it comes to that. Daredevil, they're showing control. Makes me a little worried because we don't have any counter control. We just run. We just make points and we hope that we outrun of our opponent. No wave. You're Galactus. Why did it have to be Galactus? Then where's he gonna play it? I don't know. Great question. Where would I play it? Up against Lockjaw or up against Vibranium Mines? I might play against Vibranium Mines. Ooh, we're saying no Lockjaw for us. What are we gonna get though? We get our APOC? Lady Sif. No, you're gonna cut Blade? You could have cut a Swarm. Come on, come on. No, you're gonna cut both. Why? Swarm is the only survivor? If the card that wanted to be discarded is not discarded? Well, at least I get Gambit here, I suppose. And we are ahead. A small solace for us. I will not draw any Vibranium. Next turn, I'm guaranteed Chavez. This will just cut the Swarm. I mean, we're ending up playing this, the Vulture Swarm mid-range with the finish of the Chavez and 2 Swarms, which I'm A-okay with. Pretty Babe's Infinite Certified deck. We get the little tick up of the Morbius. So I have to assume that it is the Galactus deck that just did not find Galactus. Their other tech pieces are, like, what else are you worried about when they don't hit Galactus? They're going to have Hobgoblin. They're going to have stuff like Spider-Man. They're going to have Shang-Chi. Nothing here can get killed by Shang-Chi. Ooh. Ooh.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Why do you care? Morbius is scaling, man. Morbius is scaling, Lana. And then my Dracula's going to be able to eat. Let him eat. I flip first? Yeah, we'll do this. That way I dodge the Shang-Chi. I don't see any way that they beat me. Dual snap. It's late. This scares them off. I don't know. I was surprised that they didn't retreat earlier. So here is the discard deck. It is a fairly known commodity. It doesn't really have any control against the opponent. It's just very good at making points because of the powerful synergies in the Swarm, the Apocalypse, and the Dracula. And then the repeat on reveal effects that Lockjaw is giving you, and the new ramp up of the Modok in conjunction with the Morbius can do crazy things as well. You can get just Swarm sped out all over the place. There's really fun stuff in there. But now for my favorite version of a Lockjaw deck, and yes, we are breaking out the Game of the Year card backs for this one. All gold, all across the board here. Lockjaw, I gotta get you to gold. Maybe this will be it. How poetic if I can gold chrome my Lockjaw on this. We're playing Thanos Lockjaw. I ran this in the tournament, was not successful myself. Fellow Thanos lover was able to take it into the top cut. It's just so much fun to be able to play around with the efficiency of the on-reveal abilities of the Infinity Stones in conjunction with the Lockjaw, who's then going to turn those stones into much larger bodies. You have the Sunspot She-Hulk synergy as well. So a lot of the pieces are going to look similar to what we had in the Lockjaw on-reveal version of the deck. But of course, Thanos is throwing a huge curveball of giving us the 6 Infinity Stones, many of which with powerful synergies. With Lockjaw, Mind Stone, Time Stone are fantastic for giving us their effects. The Space Stone is really one of the key ones that then lets us move a card away from Lockjaw's location. Soul Stone, we might just play that on its own, be able to debuff the opponents. I mean, it's a 1/5 stat line efficiency if the opponent has filled their location. Reality Stone as the location fixer is amazing. And Power Stone, this is one of the rare Thanos decks that can actually get the 18-point Thanos down because of the Lockjaw cycling through the stones so quickly, especially when Quinjet is making them free. That's a kicker adaptation there. Armor tries to protect us a little bit. Blue Marvel puts a lot of value when our board is so full because we're not trying to destroy the stones as many of Thanos decks try to do. And then Leech, we do have Arrow as control. So Leech and Arrow are our control pieces, and then everything else is finishers, baby. The Magneto is in a unique space right here. I didn't mention this on the on-reveal version of the deck, but to be able to reposition the opposing Lockjaw on the final turn if they haven't filled it up can give us an advantage. Mer Island. I would love some of these cards getting amped up. Unfortunately, that's an infinite draw. A little early for us. Ooh, we got the discard version up against us. You're going to be seeing these matchups over and over, guys, with this as the featured location. But we can go straight to Lockjaw here. I think we do. Timestone giving us that energy bump. Psylocke as a 1 cost with card draw attached. I mean, it's a nuts card. The devs were like, how can we make Thanos as powerful as possible? Well, we put it all on the Infinity Stones. They're the sugar on top of the ice cream sundae. Wolverine, Swarm. Going all in on the buffs, eh? Okay, well you cannot move away. Sanctum Sanctorum, you're looking at not a lot of board space, my friend. Not a lot of board space at all. I'm going to go ahead and drop Power Stone. Do I drop Power Stone here? I don't want to get the rock from the Eternity range. I would really like to cycle around to be able to beat it, give them the rock, because then they're just out of board space. Do I like that so much that I would preemptively snap? No, I will wait to see it happen, because if I get the rock, we're toasted. There you go, Morbius. Man, they're so sad that Wolverine hit Eternity range rather than the Sanctum Sanctorum. There's Mr. Thanos. Baby Thanos on the space alone. Ooh, Blue Marvel me? Alright, give me Blue Stone, please. Let me draw into Blue Stone. Sunspot's not bad. You have to admit it's not bad. Alright, now snap. We'll develop the Sunspot. We'll just pass. Yeah, they're done. We were going to be able to go into Infinite and take that one. Lockjaw. Ooh, Time Stone. Don't mind if the Time Stone dies. We'll be able to jump our energy curve to let us set up that Lockjaw nice and early. Though we've drawn all of the key cards that we would like to get summoned from the deck. We still have Thanos, Chavez, Leech, Blue Marvel, so our deck is just so full of finishers, we effectively never run out. We go with the Koye. This is a bot, because this, well, it's somebody who could have split that card very early, I suppose. Mind Stone, and then, yeah, I'll Soul Stone to the Lockjaw, let it cycle, give me the card draw, see what we find. I'd really like to be able to get Sunspot. Ooh, Leech is very nice. Did we snap off of that? We might. We get the arrow here. Quinjet makes them free. It's very good. Space Stone will let whatever comes up, we can then move something away. Could even be the Lockjaw, if we so choose. I don't know if I want these cards getting destroyed. No, I'll let that still be a destruction zone potential. Play my Power Stone to open up space in my hand. Play my armor as well. Protect that one. If Thanos comes up, we're going to have a shot at it. We need to see what's the stone that we've missed. We got Mind Stone. We had blue. We need red. We need Reality Stone. I think that's the only one we haven't seen at this point. Right? Okay. This gives me my movement. Do I want to get Lockjaw out of there? I mean, maybe I do. I can still get Chavez. I can still get Blue Marvel. These are good cards to be able to get the hop up. And this will guarantee... Well, I'm holding Thanos. Yes. We can guarantee big boy Thanos. In which case, we're not playing that Sunspot. We are still moving Lockjaw. Still playing you. Just playing you instead. Yeah. Because then we're going to be able to play like Reality Stone over here. Maybe it's actually She-Hulk on mid. Reality Stone over here. 18-point Thanos on right. Add snap to that. Do I want to play Sunspot now then? No, I need open board space to be able to play my new stone. Okay. Board is locked up. Boy, if Blue Marble could be summoned, but it could also be Chavez. We got all winners left around. I guess it could be another stone. Nah, we get the Blue Marble though. Boom, boom, boom. And the Killmonger was bricked by the Leech. It's so good. Hang on. Yes, Thanos is not up yet because I have to play Reality Stone. And that's all she wrote, folks. Cap it off with a Thanos on the space throne. Hoocha! Cycle her around. Get the Chavez. I mean, why not? Why not? Oh, look at what the opponent did. Look at what we were able to accomplish.
Victory.
Is that over 70 points? It is. So here is the Lockjaw Thanos deck. Oh, this deck just feels so good. And Snap.fans meta statistics back it up. Says that it has an incredible win rate. I think this deck is going to be able to hold Thanos in the meta for a long time to come. I'm really curious to hear down in the comments below what you guys are finding success with on the current featured location. Well, maybe I'll even see you guys out there on the card tables. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.